Welcome back, baseball fans. We are in the final, or the National League's final 8 have been clocked in, and we're getting closer to the American League's final 8. Just a little recap of what happened in the National League in the last 4 elimination rounds. Well, in a stunning bit, the New York Mets were eliminated 4-2 by the Pirates. They needed a 4-2, and that's exactly what the Pirates did. They won all 4 games in Shea Stadium, and the Mets are gone. The Cubs stayed alive. They managed to only split 4 games with the Phillies. The Astros managed to just split 4 games with Portland. And, of course, the Dodgers easily beat the Arizona Diamondbacks. So the final 4 teams contending for the last wild card spot in the 3-game eliminations. This is the bottom bracket for this year in the National League. The American League's not ready yet. So the Dodgers are 7 over 500. Houston's 4 over 500. They get the home games. The Cubs are 3 over 500, and the Pirates are 1 over 500. So Pittsburgh will go to the Dodgers to play 3 games. The difference is 6 over 500, which is 3 games exactly. So Pittsburgh would need to win all 3 games exactly. They would be tied and, of course, win the head-to-head tiebreaker. Cubs-Astros, a little easier. Best of 3. Winner of that series. So right now, Dodgers look like a lock for either wild card spot, 5 or 6. And Houston never, they stumbled, but they never really fell out of that position. And the Cubs couldn't do any better than a best of 5. So this is where the losers of these 2 series will be out, and the winners are your final playoff teams in the National League. Now today, we're moving into the American League, and we are up here with the Yankees and the Ohio Players. They are separated by 6 games in the win-loss category, or 3 games net, meaning the Yankees need to win 4 out of 5. That, of course, would give them a tie with the Ohio Players and give them the head-to-head. Ohio Players have an outside chance at 5 games over 500 of catching Detroit, which is... Are they 7 over 500 here? Where is Detroit again? Yeah, here's Detroit down here. Yeah, Detroit's 7 over 500. So they have an outside chance, if they would win 2 straight over the Yankees, of tying the Tigers before the next round. However, let's show you what's happened. Game 1, first 2 games in Ohio, in Dayton, Ohio, the Yankees, they pulled it off. They got the win on the road. Had a big 3-run homer by Don Mattingly in the 7th inning. A great pitching performance by Fritz Peterson. Ohio rallied in the later innings, could not pull it off. So the Yankees got the first of the 4 wins they may need. However, in game number 2, it was Joaquin Andujar and 2 relievers combining on a shutout. 5-0 shutout of the Yanks. Another bad start for Mel Strat-O-Matic. He's having a horrible year as the ace. Well, technically, I guess Fritz Peterson's the ace now, and Strat-O-Matic's just really had a rough year. He gave up 5 runs early. Here's a key moment in the 7th inning. Joaquin Andujar throwing a shutout, 3 straight singles to load the bases with nobody out, and they pull him. A guy throwing a shutout with a 5-0 lead. They bring in Tom Hall, the crafty lefty setup guy. He gets Don Mattingly to pop up and Winfield to hit him with double play, and that was pretty much it for this game. Great relief pitching and starting pitching for the Ohio Players. Watch out for this team, folks. They, like the Colorado Rockies in the National League, 2 expansion teams who want to blow up the narrative of the traditional franchises are the ones who are going to advance and make all the noise. So we're in game 3, and speaking of tradition, I don't think it comes any more. You've got the New York Yankees, the winningest baseball team of championships of all time, against a fictional baseball team I invented, the Ohio Players. We are listening to Art Pepper. We're in New York, and we got the Ohio Players at the New York Yankees. Yankees need to win out. They are the underdog. New York Yankees, folks, the underdog. They have to win out. They need to win 3 straight, 2 in New York, and then 1 back in Ohio. And if they do that, then, yeah, they'll advance. Today's pitchers: Al Downing, toeing the slab for the Ohio Players, and it is Frank Tanana, the crafty left-hander for the Yankees. Couple lefties. Let's get going. Leading off, Jesse Barfield, the one displaced Blue Jay player that moved on to a different team. Barfield, 48, pops a second. Zoilo for Cy, one-time American League MVP singles. Dave Cash, catcher's card. This is going to be Munson, though. He's a 2-6. And a foul out. And with 2 outs, it's the dangerous Ike Brown, 46, line to short. All right, Bobby Mercer, 4-4, third X. Zoilo's a 3E20 at third. Whoop, hold on. 3E23, pardon me. That's an error on the third baseman. Mercer's a B stealer, but Tony Pena has a -3 arm, and the Yankees have not tried him yet. Willie Wilson, 2-8. That's going to be a base hit in the center. Mercer, 15, making a wide turn here. Chili Davis with a -1 arm. No, he's not going to run out of the first inning. So first and second, nobody out for Thurman Munson. 56 flies to left. Cliff Johnson, 1-2, lines into a double play, and tough break for the Yankees there. Chuck Hinton, 62, right. Tony Pena, 65, homer 101, fly ball. Chili Davis, 110, short. Bottom of 2. Here's Mattingly, 48, double off the Downing card. Dave Winfield, 44, bouncer to second. He is Dave Cash. He's also a 323, I believe. Yes, he and Zoilo in their positions. 3E23. Runner goes to third with 1 out. They'll bring the infield up with 1 out for Greg Nettles, 6'10", catcher's card. They need to get a pass ball if they can, off of, or a wild pitch, I should say, a 1E2. He's a 1E2, and no, they cannot get the wild pitch. That's 2-3. And with 2 outs, Horace Clark. 57 for Clark. K's, Yanks get nothing again. Jerry Mumphrey, 1-5, flies left. Jackie Hernandez pops the second. And Barfield, 65, homer 1, fly ball. Bottom of the third here in Yankee Stadium. Gene Michael strikes out. Bobby Mercer, 69. This is double 1-9 off of the Downing card, and that's 2 base hit. Willie Wilson with a runner at second and 1 out. 47 is a K. And with 2 outs, Munson. And the Yankees continue to strand runners. And we are scoreless in the 4th. Zoilo, 3-6. Let's look at Zoilo Versal's card. 3-6 is homer 1-8 double, and that's a double. The 1965 American League Most Valuable Player, and then he kind of just tailed off after that performance. Bounced around baseball to a couple more teams. Dave Cash, 66, triple 104, base hit. And the Ohio Players have the lead, 1-0. Ike Brown, 110, center. Chuck Hinton, 1-6. Let's look at Chuck Hinton's card. He was one of these, played for the Cleveland Indians in '70 with his card, but the expansion teams, the Ohio Players, anytime you look at the extra player card list, this is where they get most of their talent from. And Chuck Hinton was taken away from the Indians. Chuck Hinton, 1-6 is homer 1-9, fly ball. And that is a 2-run homer for Chuck Hinton. And the Ohio Players are doing it here at Yankee Stadium, 3-0. Tony Pena, 6'8", 1-13, line out. And with 2 outs, Chili Davis, right. Yankees need to get something going here, or their season is 6 innings away from ending. Cliff Johnson bounces to first. Hitting's a 4-10 at first base, and he makes the play. That's a blown opportunity. Mattingly, there's a base hit. Winfield, that's going to be a base hit, and Mattingly will go to third. Runners on the corners. Again, the Yankees have men on. It's going to be Greg Nettles. They're going to play back with a 3-run lead, looking for a double play. 1-7, single 1 to 12. And that is a base hit. And Mattingly will score. Winfield has to hold at second. 3-1 game. 2 runners on. Horace Clark. 6-10 for Clark. This is catcher's card again. We know he's a 1E2. It's a ground ball C. That's helpful. So now you got both runners in the scoring position. And you got Gene Michael. Second and third, 2 outside. Base hit could tie the game. 66 is a strikeout off Al Downing's card. Yankees come up short again. 3-1 in the 5th. Jerry Mumphrey. 3-10. Eyes left. Jackie Hernandez. 68, single 1 to 13. Base hit. In an elimination game like this, the Yankees aren't going to go too long with Tanana. They got an excellent bullpen. Barfield, 1-7. Single 1 to 19 is a base hit, and this could be the time. And it is. Quick hook. In an elimination game, they're not messing around. The Yankees are hooking Tanana with giving up only 3 runs and 4 in the 3rd innings. But they have a great bullpen, and they're going to push it. They got a stretch of right-handed batters in here, coming in here. And so they're going to go with... I guess I'll just go with Lindy McDaniel here. Lindy McDaniel's going to come on. He's the best reliever they have. Lindy's going to come on in the 5th inning. He hasn't appeared in either game yet. Let's look at Lindy McDaniel's card. Actually better against lefties, but he's better against righties too. So he's just great. So ZV, Zoilo, you put a ZV there for Zoilo. With runners at first and second and 1 out. And here's the pitch to Zoilo. 46, it's a single off of the McDaniel card, a base hit in the center field. Hernandez will not challenge the Bobby Mercer arm, and you got Dave Cash with 1 out. You got to bring the infield up. 3-10 is a walk. Dave Cash, it's just backfiring for the Yankees. Ike Brown with 1 out and the bases loaded. They're going to play back now for a double play. Ike Brown, 46, another hit, another disastrous hit. Off the McDaniel card, who's got nothing today. Barfield scores. Versailles will not challenge the center fielder's arm. And suddenly it's 5-1, and the stadium is quiet. Bases loaded, 1 out. Chuck Hinton, 5-10. Catcher's card, Munson. Don't let it get 3 of Thurman. It's a 2. And he gets the foul out. Nice work there. 2 outs, bases loaded. Tony Pena, the all-star. Chance to blow this wide open here. The pitch to Tony Pena with 2 outs, 6-10 is a bouncer to Nettles. He's a 1. And the inning is over. Well, mixed results there. The inherited runners score. And it's 5-1. Not what Lindy McDaniel was brought in for, but there you go. Yanks are a grand slam out. 15 outs away of their season ending here to an expansion team. Bobby Mercer, 2-11, rolls first. Willie Wilson, 4-11, left X. This is Mumphrey. He's a 3E5 in left field. That's a 2-base error. Munson, 67, that's a walk. And again, the Yankees have men on every inning. 2 on, 1 out for Cliff Johnson. 38, this is K. Win with 2 outs. Don Mattingly, 2 for 2 in this game already. 1-6, let's look at Don Mattingly's card, the All-Star. 1-1, double to center field. That's going to be a double. Munson will not try and, he will not try and score from first on the double. And you have second and third, and the 340 hitting Dave Winfield up, which is why Munson held up at third base. So Winfield, a single, could score 2 in a 5-2 game. The pitch to Dave Winfield. 68 is single 1 to 16, and it rolls a 15. Okay, a base hit, that will score Munson. Got some unearned runs in this game, in this inning. It's 5-3. You have runners on the corners for Al Downing versus Greg Nettles. Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch to Greg Nettles. 3-5 as a fly ball to center field. Well, we got a baseball game. 5-3. Tanana gone. You're going to have McDaniel. You're going to have Rigetti and Gossage for matchups the rest of the way. Chili Davis, 5-2 left. Jerry Mumphrey, 2-5 right. Jackie Hernandez, 66, pops to first base. Has a momentum changed. Bottom of 6. 5-3 game, Horace Clark. 3-11 for Horace as a fly ball to right. How long did they go with Al Downing? Gene Michael, 2-6 is a base hit. And the tie run will be the left-hander, Bobby Mercer, against the lefty Al Downing. 59, left C. And with 2 outs, it's Willie Wilson. 43 is a bouncer to first, but it's hitting a 40-10 at first base. And it's going to be a double that rolls down the right field line. And Michael has to hold it up at third. And with 2 outs, it's Munson. And with a deep bullpen, and not wanting Al Downing to lose this one, they're going to give him the quick hook. So, 2 early hooks in what is being treated like a playoff game. And it's going to be Ray Burris coming out of the bullpen. Let's look at Ray Burris' card. For the Ohio Players, with second and third in a 5-3 game, Ray Burris against Thurman Munson in the 6th inning. Put a TM there, Thurman Munson. Here we go. Munson, second and third, 2 outs. The pitch to Thurman Munson. 2-9 is a bouncer to third. Again, left on base for the Yankees. They put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on and scored 3. All right, Lyndon McDaniel, 30 in relief. If he gets into trouble, we'll bring in Rigetti. Barfield, 1-9 is a K. Zoilo, 1-5. Bouncer to short. And Cash, 3-6 is a fly ball to right field. So, he's retired 8 straight, but the 2 inherited runners scored could be the difference of this game here. Bottom of the 7th inning stretch, we have Art Pepper getting the Yanks fans excited here in the bottom of the 7th. Burris still in there. You've got 2 lefties and Mudcat Grant in the bullpen. Plenty of options. They're going to just probably go, not going to let the inherited pitcher lose. If you put 2 guys on, you'll probably be hooked. Cliff Johnson in the 7th. 3-4 short. Mattingly looking for his 4th hit. 38 flies to center. He's 3 for 4. Winfield, he's looking for his 3rd hit. 280 gets it, a base hit, and the tying run. Every inning it seems the Yankees send the tying run to the plate. It's Greg Nettles. Let's look at Greg Nettles' card. Just what you would expect. Kind of a pull hitter in the short porch in Yankee Stadium in right field. And do you let him? No, you don't. You simply say, you know what, I'm not going to let this guy tie the game with a 2-run homer here. So, he will leave after an inning, and Rudy May comes in. The wheels are spinning in this one, folks. This is a great classic, looks like it's going to be. 7th inning, Rudy May will face Greg Nettles with 2 outs and a runner at first. Greg Nettles, the pitch. 64 off Rudy May. By the way, 6-4, the dice roll off Ray Burris is a homer 1-8 double. Off Rudy May, it is a pop to second. So, it's been the case where the Ohio Players' bullpen moves have worked out, and the Yankee bullpen move didn't work out. So it's 5-3. There are 2 innings left, 6 outs left in the Yankees season. And you got Ike Brown, Hinton, Pena. 3 more righties. I think they're going to just keep... They're going to have McDaniels stay in there 1 more inning to face Ike Brown. 38 is a walk. This could be a mistake. And now you got Chuck Hinton. 6-10 for Hinton. 3rd X, and this is going to be a double play. And it is a 5-4-3 double play. And with 2 outs, I think they're going to hook McDaniel here, as they'd rather have Rigetti face the lefty, face Pena. He's not that great against lefties. So, nice work for McDaniel after... for at least the last, let's see, he's pitched 3 1/3 innings. And Righetti comes on in the 8th inning with nobody on base to face Tony Pena. Let's look at Righetti's card. He was an all-star for the Yankees. Tony Pena. 111, Pena. Flies to right. Okay. Bottom of the 8th inning. 2-run lead, Rudy May against Horace Clarke. 4-4 for Horace Clarke. He's a bouncer to second. Second baseman is Cash. He's a 3E23, and he makes the play. Gene Michael. 4-5. A strikeout, Rudy May. And with 2 outs, it's Bobby Mercer. 36 is a walk, and for the billionth inning in a row, the Yankees will send the tying run to the plate. Willie Wilson against Rudy May. Oh, do you just want to go with Mudcat Grant the rest of the way? Yeah, the next 2 guys don't even have power. You're going to bring Mudcat Grant in now to get a 4-out save. So, he leaves after 1 inning, not an inning and a third. So 7 2/3 in the books. Here comes Mudcat Grant. They're asking him to get a 4-out save. Things go south. They have Tom Hall available. He might be the best pitcher on the team. So Mudcat Grant in the 8th will face Willie Wilson. So they even think of pinch hitting for a 3-0-1 hitting Willie Wilson. Well, you know what? Roy White has power. I like the move. I like it. I like the move. They're going to pinch hit, batting for Willie Wilson. Basically, this is simply a power move because Roy White and Willie Wilson are about the same of on bases. Let's look at Wilson first. He's actually better against left-handers. And now we'll look at Roy White. And the Yankees have a surplus of bench players, so they can afford to do this. So Roy White, not Willie Wilson, is the surprise pinch hitter here. He's got power, and Grant gets up homers to lefties. So let's see if the move pays off. Roy White with a runner at first being held on with 2 outs. The pitch to Roy White. 53 off the Grant card is first C. All right, Roy White will play left field, where he's a 2E2. And we go to the 9th. Righetti against Chili Davis. 110 short. Jerry Mumphrey, 310 left. And Jackie Hernandez, 3-6. Single 1 of 14 is a base hit. And pinch runner for Jackie Hernandez will be their defensive shortstop, Alfredo Griffin. And it's Barfield with 2 outs. And you know what? Yeah, I'll pitch to him. Barfield. 2-12. Barfield flies to left. Here we go, bottom of the 9th. The closers are in there. The defense is in there. You got Munson, Cliff Johnson, Mattingly, Winfield. You have Jake Gibbs on the bench. He was quite a left-handed slugger. If it was a 1-run game, I might consider pulling it, but Thurman Munson's not going to win the game here or tie it here. He needs to get on base, though, so Munson will bat. So Thurman Munson leads off the 9th inning. 5-3 game. Munson, the pitch, 52. Flies to center. Cliff Johnson. 1-8. Cliff Johnson strikes out. And the Yankee season comes down to Mattingly and maybe Winfield. These guys each have 3 hits. They're 6 for 8. Don Mattingly, the pitch to Don Mattingly. 67 is a pop to first base. It's over. They choke and lose. The Yanks are done. Wow. The Ohio Players have done it. They have upset the big bad Yankees, who, frankly, during this era weren't really that big and bad, but we'll get into that when we eliminate them in a future video. So there it is. Yankees lose at home in Yankee Stadium to an expansion team and get knocked out of the postseason. Righetti, inning in the 3rd, gave up a hit. McDaniel, this is the story of the game right there. He was brought in with 2 men on, the early hook on Tanana, and turns out those men scored anyway. So he gives up 2 hits, a walk, 2 hits, 2 walks, and a K over 3 1/3 innings. Tanana gets the early hook and the early loss, 6 hits and 5 runs. It all happened in those middle innings. Didn't walk or strike anybody out. He put 6 men on base, and all 5 of the 6 scored. That's just bad luck. Mudcat, 3 great relief performances in a row, consecutively. Mudcat Grant, inning and a third. He strikes out a guy. Rudy May in his inning. He comes in to face Nettles in a big moment, gets him out. He gives up a walk and a K. And Ray Burris, he came in to face Thurman Munson. He gave up a hit. He had a big inning. And Al Downing will get the win. The Yankees had 10 hits and 3 runs. And they had a bunch of unearned. Only 1 was earned. He walked 1 and struck out 6. So there is 5-9, 3-11, 2-1-2-8. So there's your box. Ohio put 11 men on base. The Yankees put 13 on base. It's a good baseball game. The Yankees just couldn't bring it home, as they say. So that is game 3. Let's see how this shapes up. So the Ohio Players, winners, they won 2 out of 3. Can't quite catch the Tigers, but they look like they will advance in the next round and make the playoffs unless they collapse. So the Yankees started this series a game under 500, finished it 2 under 500. 16-18. They finished their year a half game ahead of the Toronto Blue Jays, who finished 16-19. So that's very disappointing. And the Ohio Players, 19-13, 6 over 500, and the Tigers are 7 over 500. So we'll go here to the postseason. Yankees needed a 4-1. It was the Ohio Players 2-1. And the Ohio Players are 19-13. 6 over 500, and the New York Yankees are 16-18. Let's look at the overall standings in the league. American League here now. There's your American League East. American League East. The Orioles just pounded away, and the other 3 teams were just this blob here that were separated by half a game. Ohio Players, they are holding on with that .594 winning percentage, just below the Detroit Tigers. And then out west, Texas, 20-13. So when we move over here in the postseason to see what's going to be happening in the round of 3, Kansas City is not going to host the wild card series. We're going to move them here now with them 3 over 500 and make way here for the Ohio Players. So Texas mirrors the Dodgers at 7 over 500. Ohio Players mirrors Houston here. Kansas City and the Cubs, Pittsburgh. The final spot, it's not Minnesota, they're already in. The final spot, whoever can qualify for the final spot will face Texas, and that will be between Cleveland and Boston, who are both at 500. Winner of this series has the unenviable task of facing the Texas Rangers. So that's it today from the American League. We'll have one more elimination coming next game, and then we'll get to the 3rd round of the postseason. Thank you all for checking these videos out. We'll see you again next time.